Okay, so we've discussed how to read the architect scale, the 1/4 inch equals 1 foot scale. Let's put this to the test. So now we're going to supply you with a sample drawing, and on this sample drawing, it's an architectural drawing. What we want to do is we want to measure using the scale to see how large these spaces are, like on this building from the far right side to the far left side. Well, how far is that, right? So I didn't put the dimensions in. In a lot of these areas, I left the dimension out and substituted it with a letter, and your job is to do the measurement and add the measurement for the letter. So let's do it together. And the way to check to make sure your printout is the right size is, let's grab the scale and let's start at 0, and let's stick it somewhere that we are sure that the measurement is correct. Like here is 0, right? And here is the starting point. And now this is 7 feet. So does that truly land on there? Yep, it does. So if 7 feet on my drawing matches 7 feet on your scale, you know that your printout is the correct size. So how are we going to take our first measurement? Well, we're going to measure A, which is the far right side to the far left side. And we'll grab our scale. And again, remember, start at 0. And we're starting here, even with this line, that's even with the corner of the building. And we're measuring all the way across. Right, so what do you get for a measurement there? Looks like it lands exactly, precisely on 40 feet. Okay, so did you get that also? If you did, super. Let's scooch it down to B. Let's see what B is going to be. We'll pick up our scale, we'll stick it on 0, we'll line up 0 with the B, and then what are we looking at for feet here? 2, 4, 6, there's 8. So looks like B measures out at 7 feet. How about C? Again, we'll pick up the scale, we'll move it across, and we're going to start at the line work that C is taken from. And we see C goes from 0 out to, 10 feet. Okay, and then D. D is right above it. And yeah, I know you can do the math. Don't cheat though. Okay, what is our measurement D? Well, it starts at 0. And it lands on 12. Okay, so looking pretty good, right? It's not that hard to use the architect scale to take measurements to find out distances in whole feet. Let's take a look down here now because we want to measure E. So I'll grab my scale and I'll start at 0 and I'll move it to here. Right, we want to measure what is E. So now E is going to be a special problem, right? Because look where E is landing. See, here's 0, here's 1 foot, here's 2 feet, here's 3 feet, and there's 4 feet. So it's between 3 and 4. And I think it's pretty easy to see that E ends halfway between 3 feet and 4 feet. So if you recall, we call that 3 foot 6 inches. Now, this one happened to land exactly right on that mark there. And if it does, you know that's 6 inches. Well, there's another way, remember, to be able to read the scale, to find inches from the 0 to the end here. All this space is a foot, broken into smaller increments. And we figured out that each increment on the 1/4 inch scale equals 1 inch. So we could grab our scale. We can actually move it down to the nearest whole foot. We can move it down to 3 because it's 3 feet and something, right? So let's try reading the measurement this way. Here is 3 feet, 1, 2, 3 feet. And then if we look here, we see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. So again, 3 foot 6, just an alternative way of measuring the inches. Because, you know, it's not always going to be a whole foot. It's not even always going to be 6 inches. It might be 4 inches or 3 inches or 9 inches. We want to be able to measure those two. All right. Where is F hiding? F is over here. Grab F. We'll start F at 0. And again, looks like F is a little bit bigger than 7, but it's not landing exactly on the 6-inch mark, is it? So let's do the same thing. Let's grab it. Let's grab it and let's move 7 feet to where we're measuring to. And then what's left over? See, it's 7 whole feet, 0 to 7, plus some more. And what is the some more? Well, 1, 2, 3 inches. 7'3". Let's move up to G. G, we'll grab it, maybe right here. Looks like G goes a little bit past 14. All right, it's not landing at the 6-inch mark, so we'll do the same thing. We'll move it to 14. All right, and then let's look to the right of the 0 to find out how many inches we're talking about. There it is, another 3 inches, right? 14 feet and 3 inches. And then here's our last one, H. We'll grab H. We'll start here. Okay. And then looks like it's a little bit more than 6, right? It's also a little bit more than 6.5. So again, the safest thing to do is move it to the nearest foot that falls below the mark. Move it to 6. It's 6 feet and some more, so how much is the some more? Well, if we take a look, we start counting, we see 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches. 6 feet, 9 inches for H. Okay, so using our drawing here from AutoCAD and using our AutoCAD architect scale for 1/4 inch scale, we should be able to go through and measure everything over in our exercise. Now, here's how you know this drawing had to be measured with a scale. See what we have down here? Yeah, it says scale. It says the scale is 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. And generally, technical drawings are going to have somewhere written on them what the scale is. Now, if it's a little thing that fits on a piece of paper easy, well, the scale will say full scale, or 1:1, or 1=1. But this is a house with rooms and walls and doors and windows. Obviously, it's way too big to fit on a little piece of paper. So somewhere in your drawing, you will see something indicating what the scale was used. All right, so that's how we read our 1/4 inch to a foot scale.